Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make adult coloring and diamond painting videos here on this channel, and today I have my 2024 goals video. This is going to be a WIP and Chat style video where I am working on my current diamond painting WIP, which, you guys, first of all, I'm 4 sections into finishing this kit. I have 4 of these squares left. It's kind of incredible, but I am currently working on Springtime Splendor by Randall Spangler and Diamond Art Club. This is the original artwork, and I have a feeling I will finish this kit, if not today, by tomorrow. I really want to finish this super duper soon, and I only have 4 sections left. Today is the 1st of January, so it's kind of like a cheat finish, but not really. It really doesn't matter. Like, I know that it's not a big deal. It's just kind of funny. It's like, on the 1st of January, I finished this large kit. No, obviously, I've been working on this since, like, October. But, yes, today I'm going to be working on this section right here. I'm really excited to talk about some of my 2024 goals with you guys. I am starting out in diamond painting goals. I'll work my way into some YouTube goals, and then I'm going to talk about my coloring goals, and then I'm ending off the video with just some other random goals I want to have. These aren't really like resolutions necessarily. I'm not a big New Year's resolutions person anymore. I used to be when I was younger, but I feel like that was just me being like, I want to lose weight. I want to work out every day. No, I've grown into the fact that if I'm not doing that, you know, at the beginning of the year, I'm probably not ever gonna do it. That was probably really bad. Really bad thing to say, but whatever. But basically, I'm just gonna start out with some of my diamond painting goals and kind of work my way down the list on my iPad. I feel like I should not be talking for this long without diamond painting, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get right on into it. Okay, so like I said, Springtime Splendor by Randall Spangler Diamond Art Club. This is just the pen I am using. This is the pen I always use, and I might end up getting a new pen in 2024. I don't know yet, but this is just from Diamond Art Club. In my multi-placer, I just have the Pure Bliss Wax Company wax in the multi-placer and glue dots in the single placer. But anyways, okay, I'm just gonna start with my first color, which there's only 5 blacks, so I'm just gonna take my finger and just get a few in the tray. Just the amount I need. But anyways, let's get started with my, oh my goodness, diamond painting goals for 2024. These, I just want to preface with all of what I'm talking about today, these are just all goals. Like, I'm not going to be upset at myself if I don't actually, like, reach any of these goals. They're just goals. Also, I'm gonna go ahead. I think it would help a little bit if I just zoomed in on this a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Anyways, yeah, so these are all just goals. But the first goal I have for the new year is, ideally, I want to complete at least 1 section of my WIP, whatever WIP I'm working on, a day. I feel like that's a pretty easy, attainable goal. I feel like I've already been doing that, to be honest. I just like being like, okay, if I work on at least 1 section a day, like that means I'm at least diamond painting once a day, you know. Obviously that like probably won't happen that way, but like I said, it's just the ideal thing that I would complete 1 section of my WIP a day. Yeah, that'd be ideal. Some days I'll finish more than 1, some days I'll finish none. It just kind of is what it is. I'm trying to just do these little colors in the corner first, which there's like none of. Like, there's like between like 1 to 5 of each. So I'm just working on some of these smaller colors in the corner here. Yeah, ideally I just want to complete a section of my WIP a day. Nothing too crazy there. Let's see. My next goal I have is I want to finish 8 diamond paintings this year. Last year I finished 7, and so I don't think finishing 8 is like too crazy of a goal, especially because, like I said, this finish is going to be like the first one of the year technically, and it's going to count towards 2024, just because I'm counting it from like when I finish it. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a huge problem. And yeah, like I said, this year I finished 7. So I definitely think 8 is a good number to strive towards. If I finish more, that's great. And you know, it all really just depends on what size kits you're doing. I feel like So I don't know. I feel like it's all very size dependent, but oh my goodness. Wow, I've done like nothing on this so far because I'm doing all of these like colors where there's like a few. Okay, anyways, the next diamond painting goal I have, and I'm really excited about this one, and I've actually already made an announcement on Instagram, but basically I've been toying with the idea for like a good few months on what kind of diamond painting event I would want to host, if any, this year. And I decided that Ivy Dollamore is really absolutely one of my all-time favorite artists. Her artwork really spoke to me since I first saw Big Sis. That was like the first piece of art I saw by her, and it really spoke to me. Again, I don't know why her artwork speaks to me so much, but I just love it. And so I was like, okay, I want to do or host a diamond painting event this year because I see so many people doing it, and I'm like, ooh, this looks like fun. And you know, there's always something about an event that I'd be like, oh, you know, I would change this about it. And I'm like, well, Michaela, why don't you just do your own event? And then, you know, you could do whatever you want, change whatever you want, because it's yours. And I was like, that is such a good point. I'm talking to myself as if I'm another person. But I messed that up. I decided that for a diamond painting event in the month of May, we are going to be doing hashtag Ivy Dollamore DP Along 2024. I have no real good information at the moment about it. I'm still like in the planning phases, besides the fact that I know that there will not be a new start required, there won't be a finished required, I'll have some weekly videos, and likely a grand prize winner. I feel like that probably makes the most sense. But the goal for me, personally, with diamond painting events, and the one thing, I guess, I struggle with this, because a lot of diamond painting events, I've noticed, requires new starts, finishes, and for me, in my head, like, even though I know it's likely that I'm gonna be able to start and finish this before the event's up, I find that that's like a pressure thing, and I feel like I can't be the only one that thinks that. So I decided to make like a low pressure kind of event, just for people who, you know, want, or like some people have multiple WIPs going at once, and it's like, oh, I have this Ivy piece I started, I'll work on it in May alongside you for this event. I basically just want to make this as pain-free as possible, for myself and for people participating. And that way you can, like, you know, double, triple dip in other events if it does fit other events, or, you know, just make it as painless as possible, really. So that was kind of my whole thought process behind it. So I will have some more information probably coming, I would guess, like by February or March, I would assume. I don't know, like, what the right or wrong ways of doing this is. I don't think there is a right or wrong way. But yeah, I will definitely get more information to you guys as soon as I can get more, get more information, figure it out. But yeah, basically it's just where you can diamond paint any Ivy Dollamore piece, and she licenses with Diamond Art Club, so like it has to be a licensed piece of art. I'm not gonna I feel like we don't want any stolen Ivy Dollamore artwork. That's not the point. But yeah, I just feel like this should just be like a chill event, you know? And plus, Ivy has been coming out with a few pieces, at least toward the end of this year with Diamond Art Club. We got the Moon Girlfriend, which actually I will have an unboxing video coming tomorrow for you guys. I have it scheduled to go up on the 4th, and I know this video is going up on the 3rd. So keep an eye out for an unboxing of Moon Girlfriend. So I like need to get this drill out. There we go. And then the Spiral came out the week after, which is also a really stunning piece. Very excited about that one. I did purchase that one as well. And then last week, Rose Library came out, and that is a piece. I think in a WIP and Chat recently, I mentioned that if Ivy were to come out with that piece with Diamond Art Club anytime soon, instant buy. Like, you cannot, no matter how much money I have spent, you cannot not, I can't English. I would get that piece regardless, basically, is what I'm saying. And lo and behold, it came out the last week of the year. So I scooped that one up, and it's on the way to me. So I just feel like there's so many options. Ivy's work is just stunning. And yeah, I wanted to do a fun little diamond painting event with it. So yeah, that's enough about that. Again, I'll give more information as soon as I have more information, but moving along from that, I also would love to participate in an event or two this year. I didn't participate in any last year. I was gonna participate in drills and chills, and then the timing wasn't ideal with when I started my Halloween piece. I didn't want to wait a week to start my piece and not have a diamond painting going. I was working on Luna Moth Witch, and I believe I started that piece like a week before September 1st, and I was like, it's not worth it for at least my mental health. Like, I want to continually be able to diamond paint. So I just decided against doing it last year, but it looked like a ton of fun, so like that's a possibility for an event. But honestly, there are so many good events that go on throughout the year, and now that I've finally been in the diamond painting sphere for about a year, I've definitely been able to see like what kind of events people do. Hopefully some of them will end up going again. I was just watching Diamond Painting Anonymous, her YouTube channel, and she mentioned that she will likely be doing DP for pets again, which is like doing a pet diamond painting kit, which is super fun, so I might participate in that. Yeah, so at the moment, like, I'm not too sure which events I'll be participating in, but like, it's a goal for sure to participate in at least one if I can. I also found that last year I was not as, what's the word? Like, not that I wasn't as willing to do events, but I was randomly picking a lot of my diamond paintings, and I'm gonna touch on this a little bit later. I was like putting all my diamond paintings in a spinning wheel app and randomly picking, and that's actually how I picked Springtime Splendor. And I'm like trying to figure out if I want to do that again this year for some pieces or what, but again, I'll get into that later. But that was another reason why I didn't do events, really, because I was randomly picking my diamond paintings versus like choosing, because I've got so many good ones that it's hard to pick sometimes. Okay, but yeah, all that to say, would love to try to participate in an event this year. And the last like diamond painting specific goal I have is I want to try out more small shops, both in regards to like accessories and canvases. So currently for canvases, I have Diamond Art Club, Dreamer Designs, and Muni Made, and I'm hoping to try out a Muni Made kit this year, but I'll again get into that later. But I really want to try out Craftably, and there was an artist, I believe her name is Carrie Ann Aldridge, who used to license with Craftably, and like she just has like the cutest like girl paintings, and I just loved them. Unfortunately, they have been discontinued, but if something similar ever comes out by Craftably, I would consider picking that up. So Craftably is on my like potential list. Oraloa has been on my mind for a while. I think Oraloa does hand touch-ups, so they're like mostly computer rendered, and so like I'm a little bit iffy. I am a really, really big fan of the hand charting, like fully hand charting canvases, which I know Muni Made does, Diamond Art Club does. I want to say Dreamer Designs does as well, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about Dreamer Designs. It's just the style I prefer. Oh, I don't actually know if this is gonna happen or not, but I think it would be really fun to get some pretty release paper at some point. I think that would be really, really fun to get some pretty release paper. I just use like this white release paper. It's from Amazon. The nice thing about it is that it's double-sided, because I'm pretty forgetful, and I feel like if I got any other release paper, there is a strong possibility I would just end up like putting the wrong side down, and that's a mess in and of itself. So yeah, maybe some pretty release paper at some point. What else? Let me take a look. Oh, and another thing. I think it would be really fun this year if I'm able to finally try out one of my, I'm going to put it in air quotes because it's not really a high color count kit, but they are higher color count kits. I have a couple of them in my stash. The highest color amount, like number of colors in a diamond painting I have in my stash currently is 96 colors, which is Puppy's Reflection. It's by Diamond Art Club, so almost 100 colors. And then the next highest I have is 93 colors, which is Inside a Fairy's Dream. That's by Becca Tyndall, and that's a stunning painting. I really want to work on that at some point. But maybe like working on a high color count kit. at some point this year. Again, maybe I'm gonna put high color count in air quotes because it's not like really high. I mean, it's higher than normal, but it's not like, what's the, is it Diamond, I'm not gonna know the exact company name and I'm not gonna try to say it because it might be wrong. But there is a company out there that does do high color count kits. Some of them are like upwards of 200 colors. That, in my opinion, is a very high color count kit, which sounds fun for sure. But I do want to give one of the ones I have in the 90s a try. So that's another one of my diamond painting goals. Again, these are all just goals. There is probably no realistic way I could get through all of these goals this year. But it is always fun just to have those like, ooh, it'd be cool to do this, it'd be cool to do this, kind of gets my mind in a, like, more, I'm trying to think of the right word, like a more organized headspace maybe. So anyways, that is it for my diamond painting specific goals. Now I'm moving on to YouTube goals. First of all, I would love to upload 2 to 3 videos a week. I'm gonna toot my own horn here. I killed it in the month of December. I uploaded every, like, I uploaded 3 videos a week, basically. That was way too much effort to get that out. I uploaded 3 videos a week, every single week in December, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it like a little trial run because it's been a bit since I've been doing like 3 videos a week. There was a time well, I guess it was maybe 2 years ago that I was uploading that consistently and I was enjoying it, but then I got burnt out of something. I don't even remember what exactly had happened, but yeah, so I uploaded three videos a week every week this month, or last month, I guess, and I definitely want to continue doing that. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I guess we'll go in with this symbol. Guess that makes sense. I'm also going to take a sip of my drink. Oh my god, if you guys just heard that crunch, that was just an ice cube. But anyways, moving on. So 2 to 3 videos a week, and then I would love to keep doing weekly WIP and Chat videos or diamond paint and chat videos. I have really been enjoying doing those. I haven't been doing them, I don't think I did it the past 2 weeks because one week I filmed the mega Disney coloring book flip through video that ended up going up on a Monday. And then, at least I think that's how it went down. And then this week is kind of the WIP and Chat for the week. I'm saying yesterday, wait. What day is today? Today's Monday. Oh my god, that's today. Because today's Monday. The day I'm uploading this is not Monday though. Today I uploaded a haul video instead of a WIP and Chat video, but this is going up instead. So all that to say, wow, my brain is somewhere else, but that's okay. I want to upload weekly WIP and Chats. Moving right along. Another video that I have been really loving filming during the month of December was the like weekly diamond painting vlog videos. I thoroughly have been enjoying doing those vlogs for you guys, and it is definitely something I want to continue filming into the new year. So I'm definitely going to continue those vlogs for you guys. And I just think it's fun because like I get to show like new releases for the week, kind of my reaction as they come out. I did not film one for this past week. Number one, I thought Diamond Art Club was going to take a little bit of a break, and they did not. Instead, they released Rose Library, which got me. It was funny because I was filming my haul video. I believe it was my haul video, or it was one of the videos that just went up, and I said at the end of the video, I was like, you know, Diamond Art Club has been doing their sneak peek releases, and none of them have really stood out to me so far. I'm probably not going to purchase this week. And then I stopped recording, and then I looked at my phone, and the latest sneak peek was Rose Library, and I was like, oh, I fully just lied to everybody. But yeah, all that to say, I definitely want to keep filming the vlogs, and it seems like you guys are enjoying them, and it's just fun. I feel like to kind of get a look into my diamond painting world. Like for example, I feel like in this week's vlog, you're gonna end up getting some of me like kitting up my new kit, because that's what I'm gonna be starting to do here once I finish this kit, is starting to kit up Moon Girlfriend. So yeah, very fun stuff. If you guys have not checked out one of my diamond painting vlogs yet, I do recommend. It is a good time. But yeah, that's also a video I want to keep up with. Maybe, I don't know how feasible this is. I think it would be fun to do a live stream once a month. I've said this, I feel like, in past, and I've only done a couple live streams in my YouTube journey. So I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but potentially do a live stream a month. I still have not found the best setup for live streams. I find that just like straight up YouTube app, when you're streaming, like you can't turn it sideways. It looks weird. And then maybe I could do like a face-to-face live stream, but I feel like it'd be more fun to do like a crafting live stream. So many things. I don't know, but it's on the radar. It's a potential. It's a potential. I know I've talked about this for a very long time, but this is going to be the year that I bring back the coloring community chat series, but rebranded as diamond painting, what am I saying? Rebranded as crafting community chat. That way I can talk to people both from the diamond painting community and the coloring community. And if you guys are unaware of what that series is, basically I talk to YouTubers and artists, and we just chat for like, you know, half an hour, and we get to know them a little bit better. I do have a playlist on my channel called Coloring Community Chat, and you guys can check out like who I've interviewed in the past. But if you guys actually are a fan or are into diamond painting, Carla Magana has had a diamond painting released with Diamond Art Club. I interviewed her. This was a couple years ago, but it was a really good time. So yeah, all that to say that I do want to bring that back this year, and there is a guest set up for January, which is exciting. I'm excited for you guys to watch that video. Hasn't been filmed yet or anything, but I am excited about it. So that will be coming back this month, and hopefully I can get some consistency with that and do that once a month. But feel free to leave in the comments any YouTubers, artists, either in the coloring book sphere or diamond painting sphere, that you would want to see featured on the channel. Let's see. In general, I just want to go out of my comfort zone more with my videos. I don't really know what that means necessarily, but I feel like I'm pretty, what's the word, predictable maybe, with what I decide to do with my channel, which I don't think is a bad thing necessarily, but I definitely feel like I'm pretty predictable. So I don't know. Again, I don't even know what that means, but going out of my comfort zone more, and I feel like doing an event definitely is out of my comfort zone, so that's a good start. It's a good start. Yeah, that's one of my goals too. Oh my god, all of the, maybe it's the tray that's the problem. I have so many like diamonds that get stuck in the tray when I'm trying to get them out. There we go. I think I got them all. Okay. Now comes where I'm a little bit conflicted. Do I want to keep randomly picking my diamond paintings? I literally wrote down a pros and cons list. Here, I'm gonna read it off to you guys. Pros, it's fun and you don't know what you're going to get. Also, maybe you'll get a kit to work on that you wouldn't work on otherwise for a while. That's kind of how I felt with Springtime Splendor. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is probably a kit I would not have worked on this year, if it hadn't been chosen for me, okay? It's gorgeous, but it's kind of a beast, and I realized that obviously while I was working on it too. The cons, though, of randomly picking my diamond paintings. It's harder to participate in events. I risk potential burnout if the kit wasn't 100% what I wanted to work on at that moment. I feel like both sides are so valid, and it's like, oh boy. I really enjoyed randomly picking my diamond paintings. It got me to do Luna Moth Witch, which again, I don't know if I would have done right away. It's a possibility. I really loved the mint green fairy dust in that kit. But I don't know. There's just so much. I'm very conflicted. I'm very conflicted with that in general. So I might benefit from being able to do both, like every few kits kind of switch back and forth. I feel like at some point this year I'll do a randomly picking my next diamond painting video. Maybe I'll do like a randomly picking my Ivy Dolomore piece for the event, something like that. Not too certain, but I do have some kits in mind for that too, so I don't know. I don't know. Regardless, I'm still going to keep putting them in my spinning wheel app because definitely want to keep those in there in case I change my mind and want to pick randomly. But, oh boy. Oh no, go back. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So I wrote down, if I don't do the random, these are the kits I want to work on in 2024. I'll kind of just read this out to you guys. A Muni-Made kit. I have 3 Muni-Made kits, and I definitely want to work on one this year. I am leaning towards Beauty and Chaos because I want to hang Beauty and Chaos specifically right behind my work from home office space. So that way when I'm in calls, it's not just a blank wall behind me. I at least have a piece of artwork. And I don't always feel the artwork I enjoy from Diamond Art Club is necessarily the most work appropriate background pieces. As much as I would love to have like Big Sis or Cauldron of Myrrh in my background in my Zoom calls, I don't really know 100% how other people feel about that. So I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna go with one that like is neutral. You know, it's neutral, has no people in it. It's like a cluttered office space looking with a computer and a cat. No one can hate on that. Okay, perfect. So potentially Beauty and Chaos this year is a kit I want to work on. I do want to get to a round Dreamer Designs kit because I have yet to try any round kits from Dreamer Designs. I've done one of their square kits and I had a great time. I want to definitely try a round. Let's see. Oh, I potentially either want to work on Hanging Out in the Game Room or Step Siblings. They're both Diamond Art Club pieces. They both involve pets or like dogs, because I'm pretty sure I'm gifting one of those 2 to my parents. Okay, so sorry about the cutoff. I needed to shut off my camera because I was filming for almost 30 minutes, and if I film for over 30 minutes, it just shuts off without me knowing. So, well, I guess it technically does let me know because it's been 30 minutes, but anyways, yeah, I want to work on one of those 2 pieces because I'm pretty sure I'm gifting one or both of those to my parents. They're both really cute kits, though. Oh, and I wrote down that I want to do a piece that'll be appropriate for behind my work from home desk. And yeah, I feel like a landscape would work best for that, so my thought is Beauty and Chaos. Beauty and Chaos isn't necessarily a landscape. It's oriented landscape, but it's not like an outdoorsy landscape theme, but it's really stunning. But yeah, those are some kits I want to work on this year if I don't randomly pick my diamond paintings. Again, we will just see where the year takes me, right? Like this may or may not happen, right? Like, we'll see. And then the last like YouTube goal I have is in general, just comment more on people's YouTube videos and Instagram posts. I am such a bad, like, I have such a bad habit of, when it comes to Instagram specifically, the way I just scroll, using that double tap feature like there's no tomorrow. I am constantly just like scrolling, double tapping, I'm not even thinking when I'm doing it. So I would love to, in the new year, actually take some time and comment on people's pictures and videos and things like that, and actually be an active community member rather than just uploading videos and photos. So I know that's silly, but I feel like I'm just so bad at it, and I feel like I'm not the only person who does that. So props to the people that don't do that, but I'm sure there are other people out there that do. But anyways, yeah, that is it for my YouTube goals. Let's see. I just want to put this color back in the tray, and I need to figure out what the next color I'm doing is. But the next little set of goals I wanted to talk about are my coloring goals. I don't have a ton because if you guys recall anything from 2023, it was not the greatest coloring year. Let's see, what do I want to, oh boy, I got to the hard part. I guess we'll do this downward arrow. It seems like the most simple one to do right now. I don't know if you guys can see, like, all of these blues are just like different shades of blue, so I'm like, oh boy. Like, there's a lot of color blocking, but it's hard to like really know exactly what I want to do. But anyways, moving on. Basically with coloring goals this year, this might sound a little counterintuitive, but just hear me out. I don't want to worry about numbers this year. Last year, I did start out wanting to focus on numbers, and technically this year I do have some number goals as well, but really at the end of the day, I don't want to necessarily make my entire focus on numbers. Like, I think it's fun to have goals still, but it's okay if I don't reach them, and it's okay if I'm not even close to reaching them. But, you know, coloring is all fun, and it's supposed to be fun, and the second you start not making it fun, it's no fun anymore. Okay, I'll shut up. But I don't want to worry about numbers this year. That being said, I do have 4 books on my finish list for the year that I would potentially like to complete, okay? I would like to complete, there is a Deborah Muller book I showed in my last haul video. It's Celebrate the Seasons. It's really, really cute, and there are 2 pages per month, and it's actually a project book with my friend Ash, Simply Ash here on YouTube, and our plan is to finish it this year. I am not gonna stress out if I don't finish it. It might or might not happen, and yeah, it's just a fun book to color in, and it's just fun because it's like seasonal pages per month, you know? I need to take another drink of my drink because my voice is going. So sorry about that. And then the next 2 are actually not physical books. Well, they're physical books, but they're not like, it's not like one book. I want to complete 100 mystery Disney color by number pages. I had this goal last year. The part I struggled with last year is that when I realized that I was in the biggest coloring slump in existence, I just stopped tracking altogether, and so I have absolutely no idea how many Disney pages I actually did this year, or last year. And this year I want to keep tracking no matter if I'm even on track or not. I have a feeling I won't actually finish all 100, and that's okay. That's totally okay. I guess I'm just curious how many I do complete in a year. I am really curious about that. So, and just to see, like, okay, is this attainable next year? You know what I mean? And then I want to finish 50 Camellia Angelkova minis pages, and actually not even just her minis pages, just any Camellia pages, because Camellia Angelkova books typically have 50 pages in them. I think it would be cool just to complete 50 Camellia Angelkova pages. I love her minis specifically, but the fairy houses I do really like as well. So that's definitely a possibility that I can color in too. Oh my god, my voice is going. But yeah, excuse me, I'm so sorry. And then last but certainly not least, my Disney Pixel Tsum Tsum book. You guys, that was on my goal to finish last year, and I'm so disappointed actually that it didn't happen last year, but it's okay because we're gonna try again this year. I have, I think, 14 pages left, or 13 pages, I think it's 14. 14 pages left to complete, which means I have to do about 2 a month. So I'm hoping that, if anything, is like my most realistic goal, and that I'm able to finish that coloring book this year, because it's super duper cute. But those are the 4 books I want to complete this year. I'm not making a whole separate video on it this year. Maybe if I do that, I'll actually finish them. Who knows? But I'm very excited about this next announcement because Meg's Art Atrium and I are doing hashtag Enchanting Disney Coloring 2024 this year. And we have been doing the Enchanting Disney Coloring color along for the last what is it, 3 years now? I think we started in 2021, didn't we, Meg? Like, I'm pretty sure it was at the end of 2021 we decided to do it for 2 months, and then we finally decided just to make it year-long hashtags at that point. But basically, you just need to color any Disney page and tag us. It's as simple as that. Nothing out of the ordinary. You can even do like a non-Disney page in Disney colors. Just bring out your inner Disney creativity. I know I will personally be counting my mystery Disney pages towards that. But yeah, I am so excited to see all of your Disney pages this year. Very, very excited. So Meg and I will be hosting that as per usual. Let's see. I wrote down, color when I feel like it. No forcing it this year, bestie. Oh gosh, I'm so funny. I feel like I wrote these notes at like a very late hour of the day, and like, I'm just so funny. But I have noticed that the less I force myself to color, the more likely I am to color. But I feel like I'm that way with a lot of things in my life. Like, the less I force myself to do it, the more likely I am to do it, just because it feels less like a chore. Because at the end of the day, you guys, coloring, diamond painting, any hobby in general should not be a chore. It should not feel like a chore. It's a hobby for a reason. Don't burn yourself out for anything. I'm just gonna talk here for a sec, but coloring, diamond painting, everything should just be fun. Don't make it a competition with yourself. That's like the biggest lesson I learned in 2023 is that if it's a competition with yourself, it's just not gonna be any fun anymore. And don't force yourself to do something if you're not feeling it. You might feel like it a month later, a year later, but those coloring books and diamond paintings will be there for you when you return. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I just wanted to get that out there because I feel like that is exactly what I needed someone to tell me last year. So that was kind of heavy. What the heck? But anyways, those are kind of my coloring goals for the year. Again, very, very loose goals. Maybe I'll check in mid-year with the coloring goals and just see how we're doing. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun to have goals, regardless of if you think they're attainable or not. But anyways, I've been talking way too long on that. The last thing I just want to quickly go over, because this video is getting kind of long, is my other random goals for the year. These are so random. I like don't know which of these, I don't even know how to track any of these, but here we go. Number 1, read 50 books this year. That has been my goal. I think for the last 2 years I've had 50 books. Honestly, the first year I really started reading, it might not have been 50, but I know I read over 50. But 50 seems to be like my soft spot. Kind of reading number, I guess. I also learned this year, and I'm excited that I learned it, but I'm also kind of disappointed. I learned last year that I am not great physically reading books. I tend to zone out really, really easily whenever I'm physically reading books. Like, sometimes I will be reading a line in a book and there is a song that I know that I associate with that word. And so my brain will start singing said song. Having an internal monologue is interesting. I learned the other day that not everyone has an internal monologue, also known as a voice in their head. But that's a different story. It's very interesting. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys have a voice in your head? I do. Which can get annoying, might I add. But it's my own voice. It's my own voice. It's not someone else. But this is a paranormal channel now, you guys. But all that to say, I think I'm going to try to read most of my books this year as audiobooks. I find that is the way that I have kept my attention the most, which is great, to be honest. I also find myself, whenever I'm physically reading books, I find myself taking a lot of phone breaks, and whenever I'm listening to books, I can keep myself going for chapters at a time, like a couple hours at a time, and I definitely cannot do that when I physically read. And you know what? That's okay. My brain just works a little bit differently. And oh my God, you guys, look how many drills are still stuck in here that I can't get out. No. But that's okay. My brain works differently, and I discovered that this year. I just felt like I didn't physically read many books. I felt like I was DNFing, which is do not finish, if you guys don't know reading, some reading slang. I DNF'd so many physical books, and I'm gonna go back and try them on audio because I just feel like I don't think it was a book problem. I think it was a me problem. So that's my little spiel on that. I think I'm gonna do the equal sign next. That seems like the easiest solution. Okay. Ooh, I want to get back into podcasts this year. I am a big podcast person. I feel like maybe because I'm a lot better at listening to stuff than I am reading stuff, so podcasts just kind of work with me. I love true crime. I love there's like a Glee podcast, 2 Full House podcasts, and a Wizards of Waverly Place podcast that I listen to. I'm still behind on some of them. If you guys were unaware, I've talked about this a fair amount. I was in a mental health slump in November, and I did not listen to any of my podcasts for a month, and you know how far behind that gets you? It gets you really far behind. So I definitely still want to play catch up on those. I think I've caught up like on some stuff, but not all. But I just want to get back into listening to podcasts because podcasts are such a good free form of entertainment, and I just I love podcasts. I think they're so underrated. And I just want to get back into listening to them. And there are some podcasts still that I have yet to try to listen to that have been on like my to be listened to. I don't know what you call it in podcast form, but like has been on my radar for like months at this point. I've had saved for like months and I just haven't gotten around to listening to it. So another goal I have for the year is to listen to more podcasts. Podcasts is actually something I do listen to a fair amount while I'm working at my job because I find I can focus just a little less on podcasts than I need to on audiobooks. I have realized audiobooks and I can't do it while I work. But podcasts and I, depending on the podcast, we can. And it also, I guess, depends on what I'm doing at work too, obviously, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I want to get back into podcasts. Ooh, there's another goal I have that I think is really fun. I want to watch a Disney movie every week and then listen to the Disordered podcast. The Disordered podcast is a podcast that I think it's 3 different guys have been doing since like 2017, and they have basically gone through the entire backlist of Disney animated films, and they rewatch the films and talk about their experience with them, the history behind them. It's a really interesting podcast, and this year, I'm going to start listening to it while rewatching the movies with them. So last night, I actually watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so that way I can listen to the Snow White episode. Now, granted, I've already listened to, I think, like 7 or 8 of these episodes, but I'm going to re-listen to the episodes after rewatching. I think I'm going to get more out of it that way. These are some long podcast episodes. I'm actually really excited for that goal. And actually, I'll show you guys quick. I have a little spread in my new, oh my goodness, I just like spilled drills. In my new 2024 coloring journal. And I'll just show you guys. And I'm really disappointed because I actually did want to make a reading spread and I didn't, but that's okay. I track my reading elsewhere, so it's fine. This is my new, oh, this is so zoomed in. This is my new journal. I just gotta be really careful because I don't want to, get any sort of paper on my sticky, but basically I have a Disney movie tracker and I'm gonna write down all the movies I watch in order, and once I listen to the podcast and watch the movie, I'm gonna highlight it in whatever month's color I have for the journal, which I'll just show you guys. Is like this blue color. Look at this. I have all my color alongs written out so far, but anyways, yeah, that's kind of the story I'm at. That's one of my plans at least. Let's see. I'm gonna find my next color first. Oh boy. I guess I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna do this because I don't have too much to talk about now. So we're just gonna go ahead and do these ABs and then I'm gonna call it good. But these last 3 are basically kind of all similar. I basically just want to work on myself in the new year. Not that I don't always do that, but I think this year in specific, I really do want to work on myself, setting better boundaries with people and just, just working on myself this year, really is what it is. I don't know. I want to work on myself this year and be the best version of myself that I can be, you know? So that's one of my goals. Not force myself to do things I don't want to do, but I talked about that earlier. I guess this last one didn't have anything to do with anything, but I want to get back into my true crime era. You guys, I love true crime. I find it so interesting, but I find myself in, like I am with all of my hobbies, I find myself in big, like, almost like sprints of like loving something and like binging it for like a week and then not listening to it again for like a month or 3 months or whatever. So I just want to get back into my true crime my true crime era, because like I love true crime. I just love listening to true crime stories. I find them so intriguing, and I know a lot of people are like, I can't listen to true crime at nighttime. Tell me why I'm the opposite and I'm fine with it. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I absolutely will listen to a story about someone breaking into someone's home and killing them in their sleep at midnight and then just sleeping like a baby afterward. Like, does that make me insane? Quite possibly. But anyways, you guys, I think I'm gonna end off this video here. This has been a long video, a lot of talking. Let me know in the comments below if you have any goals for the upcoming year, what they are. I'm sorry this video was all over the place, but if you have made it this far, I thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys!